hello. Welcome to the adventure. So, today's adventure, we're up in the mountains, and as you can see, there's still snow up here. And I was not expecting that. I mean, I know we've had a cooler spring, but usually by this time of year, mid-May, this is all clear. And obviously this is not clear. My fans just kicked on. But we're making progress, so we'll just keep plugging along here. Yeah, I'm not the only one up here. Who else is up here? I wonder if they're hiking. Right there's Upper Russian Lakes Trail. So I'm glad I didn't bring my mountain bike, because that was kind of what I was thinking originally, was to go mountain bike that. But obviously, with this amount of snow on the ground still, that probably wouldn't be doable. Yeah, I've been stuck up here before. If you haven't been a long time subscriber, you can go back and watch. I got stuck just right up the road here, and luckily I got out fairly easy, a lot easier than I was expecting. That was earlier this winter. Yeah, it's definitely a little bumpy though. We got a big windstorm rolling into town. Well, rolling in, period. All of South Central Alaska is getting hammered right now by high winds. And back down the road, I was lucky to do 50 full throttle in 4th gear on flat ground, but it was a pretty gnarly headwind, so. But we're almost to where I want to go, so hopefully nobody's down there. Find out in a second. Okay, the wind's starting to really blow good up here, and it's going the opposite direction that it was down below, so even better. See, the lake's trying to thaw out. Well, this is where we're staying tonight. Shouldn't have too much of a problem getting out of here, I hope. I've camped here a couple times. It's pretty nice. You can see there's still a lot of snow up in the mountains. Usually by now it's just on the very tops. But this winter has been a long one. Okay, well, we'll get everything set up here. Everything fell down in the van again. It was a little bumpy. See how bad the mayhem is back here. Yeah, well, we'll clean that up. Okay, got a campfire going. And yeah, I know it's a little windy, but it's not going to burn the snow, the rock, and there's nothing dry around here, so. Plus I got an endless source of water if I do need to put out a fire for some reason, but we're not going to get this crazy. We'll keep it fairly small, and that's pretty much all the wood we're going to burn tonight anyways. It's all scrap from me building furniture. Yeah, the wind can't make up its mind which way it wants to blow. 2 minutes ago it was blowing across the lake this way. Now it's blowing this way. So, yeah, good times. Cool little spot to camp though. I think the wind's just swirling because now it's blowing straight away from me again. And that's that. Cook a little trim and life is good again. Well, little campfires. That's the last of the campfire wood. I got a couple more totes, but I'm not going to burn those tonight. It's starting to get a little bit later. It's almost 8, so. But the wind's still blowing. It's still not sure what direction it wants to blow. It blows right to left and then left to right. So yeah, it's cool up here. I just checked the weather app and it says it feels like it's 26, even though it says it's 38. Doesn't feel like it out here. And just down below, Kenai Lake's wide open. Up here, there's, granted, it's quite a bit higher in the mountains up here, but yeah, the fact that the lake still froze over up here, I was pretty shocked to see all that. Anyhow, I'm gonna cuddle back up to this fire because it's warm and it's raining again. Yay! It just sprinkles just enough to make me want to go get in the van, and then it stops, and then it does it again. So it's a camp robber flying around over there somewhere. I don't have any food for you. Yeah, the wind is picking up. Of course, I get the camera out and then the wind just stops. Gonna give that fire just a little bit longer, and then I'm gonna go get in the van. That wind is getting cold. As a bonus, now it's raining, so I'm gonna get in the van. It's not raining real hard, but it's raining enough that it's cold. Then I can clean up in here a little bit. So just watching a movie, kick back, relaxing. The wind's blowing, shaking the van a little bit. It just stopped raining, but yeah, it's 41. Yeah, it's 41 degrees outside right now. So, and it's 55 in here. It's pretty comfortable. It's cool, but it's not cold. At least not like outside. Maybe that's why it feels so nice in here, because it's not blowing down my neck. Anyhow, I'm gonna get back to watching my movie. She's blowing pretty good now. Everything around here is shaking. My van's shaking. The trees are all getting whipped around. Hopefully not too many fall across the road. I still got to get out of here. Woo! Figured I'd step out here and show you what's actually going on. Okay, I'm getting back in. Good morning. We are waking up at Cooper Lake this morning, and it's raining. It's still a little windy out there, and I gotta build a campfire because I'm gonna do a little meal prep for tonight's meal, and I'm gonna cook it in a rock pot, which you heat up a rock tablet, and I'm gonna do it in a campfire today. And then you put all your ingredients in. It's like a crock pot. You put the heated stone up in the bottom of the pot, shut the lid, and forget about it. And I'm not sure at the moment, but I think I have a doctor's appointment in Anchorage, so I gotta get back down after I get this rock pot going. I gotta get back down to cell phone coverage so I can make a call and double check to make sure I didn't get canceled, and if it does, then I gotta head to Anchorage. So we're gonna get around here, and I'll bring you along on the meal prep. Alright, while it's not pouring rain, I did get the fire going. It's still raining, but the wind's blowing. Here comes another gust. Anyhow, I'm gonna get the rock pot, which is right there. and start prepping it to go in the campfire. Okay, for those of you that don't know what a RockPot is, this is a RockPot. And I will show you, actually I think I'm going to put the camera over here. I will show you all the internal workings. So, first the lid pops up. That's the insulated lid. Then you have a regular lid. The pan, and it's really thick. And then you've got the rock tablet. So this is the part that you throw in the fire. And you see it's got a little hook. And you hook the hook in there. And it's extendable. So you can pick it up and move it around and put it in and out of the fire. So that's what we're about to do. The fire's getting pretty close to being ready. And then there's a cute little thermometer that comes with it that you can also, that's what these are for, so you can hook them. But you've got to get into the red area over here, which starts at, I believe, 600. Yeah, 600 degrees. And then when it's in the red, 600 to 800 degrees, then the tablet's ready to cook. You put the tablet back in, you put all your food and all that in there, shut it down, shut the lid, and forget about it for 4 or 5 hours or however long your cooking needs. And it'll cook for about 6 hours is what I've found. So works pretty good, but that's the RockPot, and I'm gonna start doing the meal prep part. Since it's raining, I'm gonna leave you in there, but I'm gonna go put this in the fire. Alright, the tablet's in the fire. All we got to do is let it warm up. It takes about 30 minutes. So we'll give it a half hour. While we're doing that, we'll get the meal prep done. Alright, first order of business. We're going to chop up an onion. Hopefully it's not too messy. Usually is with me though. Goodies in there. Okay, got a little cooking oil. Put a little cooking oil in the bottom of my pan so nothing sticks. And I'm gonna chop this onion. The other half. Onion is prepped. So I got a small little beef tri-tip roast. That's what we're gonna cook today. I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna cut it into a little bit smaller pieces so it cooks a little bit faster. I've had a few of these bigger slabs of meat not cook real fast, or not cook all the way through, so this one I'm just gonna chop into chunks. Mostly the reason it didn't cook all the way through is I didn't have the rock hot enough and didn't wait long enough. But with the pieces smaller, it'll cook quicker. And I'll have a nice hot basic meal ready to go. This is the hardest part, it's just the meal prep. I'm still battling that crud that I had 2 weeks ago. It's the gift that just keeps giving. Yeah, my poor sniffer just keeps watering and running, and I still get the occasional cough. Okay, we're just about done with the meat. That for some little spuds in there. And got some baby carrots. Seasoning in there. Water, there it is. A little moisture in there. Now all we're waiting on is the actual rock to heat up, so I'm gonna go ahead and clean up my mess, get everything put back away, get it ready to start cooking, and I'll bring you back. There is the pot ready to go. Now we're gonna go grab the tablet. I just checked its temperature and it was almost 700 degrees, so that's plenty warm. Now we just got to get it out of the fire. Pull all the nasties off of it, and then we just walk over. Put it down in the bottom there. Well, you can feel that heat radiating out of there. I'll put you down for a second. And you just set that in there, lock it in, and that's it, it's cooking. So I gotta wait for my thermometer to cool down so I can touch it. But while that's going on, I will put the RockPot in its case just for a little extra insulation. It doesn't have to be in there. And it's cool to the touch, even though the rock is 700 degrees inside there. we are going to put that right there and forget about it. And this afternoon, or this evening, when we're ready to kick back for the evening, we'll have a hot meal. Here, give you one more quick look here. That ice is, it's funny, the current is coming from up the creek. Comes down, as you can see, it pushes it out, but then when the wind blows it right back up the creek. Yeah, it's gonna be a rainy day. The sun really is trying, but you know, today's forecast was rain, so as soon as my little thermometer's cooled off, it's getting there. It's down to about 400 degrees. Once that's cooled down, we'll get out of here. Never fails, you set up a shot and the camera tips over. Awesome. We're out of here. Now we gotta get through all this snow and ice again. Just try not to get stuck. You gotta keep a little momentum. This snow is pretty rotten, so you sink in here and there, but it's been packed down pretty good by the snow machines that used to come up here during the winter. This is where I got stuck trying to turn around this last winter. Earlier in the winter, I got stuck right here. So if you haven't seen that episode, you can go back and watch it. I got lucky, because had I pushed my luck much further, I probably would have got to spend some more time up this direction that I didn't want to spend. Too bad on the lens. I thought for sure I'd have a bunch of rain spots. You can tell it was windy last night. There's tree branches in the road and everywhere else. Slow down for this one. This one was pretty bumpy too. There's some pretty cool waterfalls. Okay, let me get you caught up here. I did have a reminder in my phone for an appointment, but the appointment's actually tomorrow. This was a reminder so I wouldn't forget that I had an appointment in Anchorage. So I did talk to the doctor's office, and they said my appointment should be tomorrow. It is Sunday though, so the main office wasn't open. I just talked to somebody that was answering phones. But this is where we're camping tonight. We're up on top of Turnagain Pass. Kind of did a little off-road and got the van a little bit dirty. But I think I'm gonna build me a little campfire in that little cute little ring that somebody made. And we'll see if dinner cooked. I'm kind of curious. I'm hoping it cooked because I'm starving. What time is it? It's 5 minutes to 6. So I'm gonna get settled in here. It's been pouring rain. I'm literally just drove out of it just a couple minutes ago, so I'm kind of stoked about that. But yeah, I gotta head into Anchorage in the morning, so this is about 55 miles away from Anchorage. So quick little shot from here to get to Anchorage. Let's find out if dinner's done. All right, here's the RockPot. I took it out of the case. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, that looks beautiful. It smells good. Nice and warm. So it's been in there all day. Well, the potatoes are cooked. The carrots are cooked. Let's get down to some meat. Yep, meat looks like it's done. Let's do a taste test. That's pretty good. Not bad for a pretty simple little meal. All right. Well, I think I'll dish up and I'll have some dinner. It's hot though. Whew. Darn. definitely plenty warm. That hits the spot after a nice long day. I've been out goofing around the last several hours, just checking out some different spots, and I ran down into Girdwood and topped off my fuel just because I knew I was going to run around up here a bunch. Been down a bunch of the side roads that I'd never been down. Stopped by Johnson Pass Trailhead and checked that out. Definitely not mountain bikeable yet, but you know, it's still only early May, or well, mid-May now, I guess. Yeah, definitely mid-May. Sorry. But I'm gonna go ahead and eat dinner, and we'll get back to you. Just doing up my dishes. It's raining outside, unfortunately. So I didn't go out and build a fire. Didn't want to stand out there in the pouring rain. So we're in here, we're gonna watch a movie, kick back for a little bit, and we'll see what the weather does. Well, good morning. It rained last night. I fell asleep, so that's why you didn't get any nightcap last night. But this is my van. Nice and muddy. Didn't build a campfire, but due to the wind and it was raining sideways mostly when I was gonna build the campfire, so I opted to not build the campfire. This is my view waking up this morning. Weather's still kind of garbage. It's supposed to be this way for the next 10 days, so not expecting anything spectacular. But I do need to run into Anchorage. I still have a doctor's appointment today, so we're gonna head that direction. Well, good morning. As you can see, it's raining again. Yeah, I'm getting waterlogged up here, but it's spring. Spring does weird things. I'm just hoping we didn't have all of our summer already, because that would really stink. But I'm headed to the shop. I'm gonna get some stuff done. I got a bunch of things I gotta do. I need to clean this mess up in here. I've just been out camping in different spots every night. Yeah, summer's on its way. I can tell a lot of the spots I normally camp are starting to get a bunch of summer traffic in them and late night parties. The group that showed up next to me last night, well, two groups, they were still partying at 3 a.m. So yeah, we're gonna start moving a little further remote, I think, in the near future. We got a couple more things I gotta do on the van, and then we'll see where we go from there. There's some big trips planned for later this summer. I got a couple trips I'm going to do with friends, some fellow Volkswagen owners, some campouts that we've got planned. Arctic air-cooled Volkswagens. We're going to get together with Vanagons of Alaska and do a little summer camping this summer, so that should be fun too. So shout out to those guys. But yeah, the weather's, as you can see, wet, and we're going to end off right there. So everybody take care. We'll see you next week.